Yes, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Sir.
Okay, so we'll continue with your crosshead and we'll finish it off today. Okay. So today, what will be, basic, what will be your class session will be on, it will be on your clearances. Okay. Crosshead clearances, where to take, how many are there. Okay. Bearing clearance, how to take it, all those things. So any questions regarding the previous session that we have done?
No, sir. And also, sir, you told about lubrication you'll be telling today.
Yeah, I will cover that. Okay. After clearance is complete. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So somebody was telling me about the thrust plate yesterday. So please check the location of it. Okay.
सर ये लिंक पे ज्वाइन करने पे स्क्रीन पे ये ईमेल आईडी लिख के आ रहा है सर।
हाँ
कोई
वो
बात
आ रहा है।
Sometimes it happens. Okay. No problem. So this is my crosshead, right? Isn't it? This is crosshead.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is my piston rod here. Okay. And this is my upper bearing half. Okay. And can you see this part over here on this side? I'll show you it. Right over here. Can you see these three bolts?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
These bolts are mounted here, and this is known as your thrust plate. It will not allow your pin to come towards forward and aft direction. Okay. It will be on both the sides. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
This is the thrust plate. Okay. And can you see a hole given over here?
हाँ, sir.
Okay. Here you have to put a filler gauge. You can see now, this is my pin. This little bit lighter color shade is my bearing. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is my bearing. So I have to take between the pin and the bearing, and the loaded part is always bottom. So where I have to take it?
Upper half. Upper half.
Okay. So bring your crosshead to, or you can say bring your engine unit to BDC,
BDC.
and then insert a filler gauge over here. Okay. Inside here. Can you see the clearance over here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You have to put a filler gauge into this, and you have to check how much is your clearance. So right now your crosshead is in BDC, okay, and this is he has inserted a filler gauge to check the clearance. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, and the value for the clearance for my previous engine, I can show you how much it was. So how much is it written? The first thing, top clearance for new
0.5.
crosshead.
0.40 to 0.7.
0.4 to 0.75.
If you cannot remember a simple value, आप यहाँ से एक नोट ले सकते हैं अगर आपके पास अपना मैनुअल नहीं है तो ठीक है. This is your clearance, okay. Value, maximum and minimum, okay.
सर प्रोसीजर
After-
लिखवा दीजिएगा सर।
प्रोसीजर यहाँ लिखवा देता हूँ मैं, ये मैनुअल से ही दिखा देता हूँ. प्रोसीजर कुछ नहीं है. टर्न योर इंजन टू BDC, okay. See here. Open the crankcase door for relevant cylinder. Turn the crosshead concerned to BDC. Measure the clearance between the crosshead bearing and by inserting a filler gauge at top of bearing shell. Okay. The difference between the actual clearance measurement and the measurement clearance noted in the adjustment sheet at the seat trial test reports must not exceed 0.1 mm. कल लिखवाया था ये चीज मैंने आपको.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, so this is the one. These 4 points are one for your जो आप बोल रहे हो लिखने के लिए चाहिए. So these 4 points you can write. Okay, please write it down and let me know. Then we'll move forward. Simple लिखो. Turn crosshead to BDC or you turn your engine unit to BDC. Okay, take a filler gauge. Check the value corresponding to your engine, how much it is in the manual. Okay, and put a filler gauge between the bearing shell and the top bearing shell and the pin, okay, where the space is provided near the thrust plate. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me know when you're finished, then we'll move forward. Is it done?
Last point is remaining, sir. Last point.
Okay, write it down. पूरा मत लिखो, just उतना ही लिखना. It should not exceed more than 0.1 mm clearance, more than your sea trial test reports. Okay. And this point also I have given you. Okay, the wear limit of your uh, wear wedge, oil wedge. Okay, must not reduce to 50%, right? L/2.
Yes, sir.
Done, sir.
Okay.
तो लेकिन ये जो वेज का पॉइंट है, that we can measure the wedge, we can measure only when we are removing it, only overhauling के टाइम पे ना.
Only after removing, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll show you the new bearing also design.
सर वो वाली फोटो एक बार और दिखा दीजिएगा जिसमें ये पिलर गेज से चेक कर रहे हैं
I'll show you. So you can see over here, this is my old bearing design. Okay. This is the old bearing, right? What we have removed over here. Okay. And we have marked few all places where your nickel dam layer will be visible and all. Okay. This is the old bearing design. Okay. I'll show you the new one. Can you see the new one difference? Center part I don't have, the loaded part I don't have. So that is
Yes,
how much I told you, how much degree difference is there?
70.
70 degree, right? So you can see
70.
here, this was 40 and the previous one was 70, right? This is the old bearing. Okay. So I'll tell you later on the procedure also how to overall your bearing. Okay. Sometimes they are asking it. Mostly in
Sir.
class 2 level, they are asking this question. And this is the instrument by which I was telling you we can measure the pin
Logo.
roughness. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Logometer. Okay.
What?
So this it will be having one what you say display where it will get you the value. So you have to put it on your pin, okay, and go along to the complete surface of the pin, and you will measure out the roughness of your pin, okay. And like this, after that, if the roughness is more, then he can use a fine emery paper, okay, to clear out the grooves over there on the pin, okay. So he is using a fine emery paper with some lubricant to remove the asperities of your pin, okay. You can see this is your instrument, okay, by which it has a display also, okay, which will show you the value, how much roughness it is. What is allowed for the new crosshead pin?
0.
How much it is allowed?
0.4 RA.
0.05 RA for a new one, and acceptable range is 0.05 to 0.1, right? Isn't it?
यस, अच्छा वो जर्नल का था 0.4 आ रहा है।
Okay.
Yes, sir.
We'll come to this later on now. Let us discuss the other
सर
clearances.
कल आपने बताया था ना कि 0.70 एंगल से 70 डिग्री के बाद 40 होगा, पर उसमें 40 नहीं था, वो दिख नहीं रहा था।
हाँ, इसमें 40 नहीं है, ठीक है।
हाँ
I was wrong over there, ठीक है।
हाँ
So ये पिक्चर चाहिए था किसी को?
हाँ सर, ले लिया ये।
Yeah, okay. So this is my thrust plate, okay. This thrust, what is the purpose of this thrust plate?
To
prevent
prevent the axial
pin.
movement of
Yes, it's prevent axial
bearing pin.
movement of the pin, okay.
Yes sir.
Forward and aft, no? So that will.
Also, yes, forward and aft, दोनों side रहता है. I'll show you one more time. So you can see on both the side, this thrust plate will be mounted. One is over here and one is over here. You can see the pin thrust plate here, okay, on this
सर
side.
टॉप पे ही
Yes, sir.
रहता है ना ये?
Yes, top half पे, ठीक है.
ओके सर।
And on the other side also, you will be having this like this, okay. So it is preventing. This is my pin, right? So it is preventing my pin to come forward and aft, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
यस सर।
And a clearance has to be taken between these two also, okay, by putting a filler gauge between the pin and your thrust plate. One clearance is there also. So we will discuss those clearances now.
सर बट जब पूछेगा सर्वेयर की क्लियरेंस बताओ क्रॉस हेड बेयरिंग का, तो यही बताएंगे ना सर जो लिखे हैं हम लोग।
That if he asks bearing clearance, then obviously you have to tell only the bearing clearance, right? But
ओके
if he
सर।
asks, tell me all other clearances like your between guide and shoes, okay, and other
ओके
things, then there are other clearances too that I'm going to tell you now, okay.
ओके सर।
सर अगर वो बेयरिंग बोलेगा तो ही 0 पॉइंट वो बताएंगे ना?
Yes, if he tells bearing clearance, that is filler gauge. What just we have done, okay, जो अभी दिखाया मैनुअल.
0.5 वाला.
0.5 बोल तो चलेगा, ठीक है. बट द वैल्यू आई एम टेलिंग यू फ्रॉम द मैनुअल इज 0.4 to
0.75।
0.75
7
something, right?
7.
यस सर।
For this my particular manual, obviously every engine will have a little bit difference, okay, but for a general term it is around 0.4 to 0.8, ठीक है, इसके बीच में ही रहता
Okay,
है.
sir.
All right, so crosshead clearances. All right. So first of all, what we have to do when we have to check these clearances, we have to make sure that your vessel is at almost zero trim, okay.
सर जो पहले लिखे हैं वो क्रॉस हेड बियरिंग क्लियरेंसेस था ना सर, जो पहले हम लोग लिखे हैं।
Correct, that is bearing clearance.
ओके सर।
Vessel must be trimmed. That is, we have to bring the trim to 0, okay. That means even keel, right?
यस सर।
This means even keel, okay. Even keel होना चाहिए आपका ship. Second, you have to check your piston is exactly at the center in the liner, okay. Check piston centering. So what you have to do is, what does it mean is, if this is your liner, okay, you have to check that your piston, if this is my piston, inside the liner, this is my piston rings, okay. So my piston should be exactly at center. How I can check it? If this much clearance is equals to this much clearance, if this
यस सर।
clearance A is equals to this clearance B, A equals to B will be, that means my piston is exactly at the center of my liner. Agree?
यस सर।
Okay. So how I have to check it? Sometimes this question is separately asked also. Okay. How will you make sure your piston is exactly at center? And if it is not exactly at center, how will you adjust it? Okay. This question is sometimes separately asked. So how to check it? Now there are two things. If in case of uh, MC engine, it is a bit different. In case of MCC engine, it is a bit different. So what you have to do, you have to turn your engine turn engine to 45 degree after BDC. Okay. 45 degree after BDC. At this point, take long filler gauge and check clearance between piston and liner through scavenge ports. What I have to do is, I will be having scavenge ports here. Agree? On the liner.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. What I have to do, I have to insert my hand into it and I have to take a filler gauge, long filler gauge, to take these clearances. Okay, A and B. Okay. So normally these clearances, as per manual, they are known as PF and PA. PF is piston forward. Okay, not port starboard, but forward and aft you have to take. Okay, piston aft. Is it understood? I have to take clearances. If these two are equal, that means my piston is in center.
यस सर सर वो हाथ डाल के सेवन स्पोर्ट में फिर फिलर ऊपर उठाएंगे.
Yes. ठीक है. See, अभी मैंने क्या किया है? My engine, I have turned from 45 degree after BDC. After BDC, I have gone to 45 degree further. So my piston will come up from my scavenge ports.
यस सर.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then I will insert my filler gauge and I will take forward and aft में I will take clearance with my filler gauge. Is it clear?
यस सर.
So this will tell me that that my piston is exactly at the center of my liner or not. Is it clear?
यस सर. सर अभी आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा था स्टार्टिंग में
हम्म,
कि सर्वे जनरली पूछते हैं कि अगर वो सेंटर में नहीं है तो क्या करेंगे.
क्या
और सर
उस पे आऊंगा मैं. ठीक
और
है.
मेरा क्वेश्चन था सेंटर में क्यों नहीं रहेगा. जनरली वो रेसिप्रोकेट करता है तो सेंटर में ही होना चाहिए आइडियली.
No, your
कभी
what we
कभी
say,
डिस्टॉर्टेड भी तो हो जाता है सर, कभी कभी
हो
पिस्टन
सकता है ना
रॉड टेढ़ा हो
डिस्टॉर्ट,
जाएगा.
तभी तो हम चेक करते हैं. ठीक है.
अच्छा.
Let me see.
सर ये स्कैवेंज पोर्ट से मतलब जब उसको 40 स्कैवेंज पोर्ट आएगा फिर टर्न करेंगे 45 डिग्री ऊपर ले जाएंगे तो उसके बाद जो
BDC से
स्कैवेंज पोर्ट
45 डिग्री आप लेके जाओगे. सी, when your piston will be at BDC, obviously if these are my scavenge ports, piston will be here when it will be in BDC. Agreed?
हाँ सर.
Then if I turn it 45 degree after BDC, that means I am again turning my engine 45 degree further. So it will
Yes,
go
sir.
up now. After BDC, it is going up. So it will reach
Yes, sir.
somewhere here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now can I insert a filler gauge from the scavenge port and check forward and aft position? What is my clearance? Can I check? In these two regions, what is the clearance by putting filler gauge in forward and aft? Okay.
ओके सर मतलब कॉर्नर से एकदम लगा के फिर चेक करेंगे कितना क्लियरेंस आ रहा है.
Yes, between the liner and your piston, how much clearance it is. Okay, that will tell me if my piston is exactly at the center or not. Is it
ओके
clear?
सर.
But the first
Okay.
condition is my trim should be 0. ठीक है. Otherwise,
Oh.
forward aft में अगर थोड़ा बहुत भी trim रहा तो it will be different, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Now
सर पिस्टन रिंग
this is regarding the MCC engines type. Okay, this procedure in ME engines, what they are saying is slightly different. Okay, in ME engines, आपको जो उस टाइम याद आएगा आप वही आंसर दे देना. ठीक है, दोनों में से. What you can say, your you have to turn the engine after BDC in such a way that after BDC, turn engine in such a way that bottom of guide shoe is 50 mm above top of the 50 above top of the cut in the web plate, or web plate is also known as rail. Okay. So what does it mean? If I'll take an example with the photograph, okay, that will be much better for you. This one. Okay. So after BDC, I have to turn. This is the bottom of my rails, right? And this is the bottom of my guide shoe.
Yes, sir.
Follow? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So I have to turn in such a way so that this distance over here is 50 mm. Okay. Which is almost exactly as जो हम यहाँ पे डिपिक्ट कर रहे हैं. Okay. 45 degree after BDC जो हम डिपिक्ट कर रहे हैं ना. Similar, when I'm going to turn my engine after BDC in such a way that top of the such that the bottom of the guide shoe, okay, bottom of the guide shoe with this diagram, is it this the bottom of the guide shoe?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this from here to here, the distance should be at least it should be around 50 mm. Okay. So it is also when this is going up, doesn't it mean that my piston will be above my scavenge ports?
It will be
Hmm.
above,
BDC,
sir.
if this is my BDC position, when the crosshead is going to come over here at the end, that is my BDC position. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It will be extremely at the bottom of this rails, right?
सर ये बॉटम थ्रस्ट प्लेट का बॉटम है ना ये वाला सर?
This is guide shoe. Guide shoe
अब
होता है
ये
ना,
सर
guide shoe का bottom.
रेल, वो रेल का
ये
है.
Rail, this is rail bottom, right?
हम्म,
Hold on. I will insert this picture over here.
एक्चुअली ये एमी इंजन का आपने बताया ये रहा.
Yes, yes.
ओके.
अगर ये याद नहीं रहता ना तो पहला वाला भी बोल दो, नो प्रॉब्लम.
सर ऐसा पढ़ाइए कि मतलब एक बार में पास हो जाए सर.
आई एम ट्राइंग इट ना. बाकी
यस
तो
सर.
सेल्फ स्टडी पे ही होता है भाई, इतना मैं आपको बता
हाँ
देता हूँ. आई कैन
हाँ
जस्ट
सर.
सर्वेयर
हेल्प
के
यू
मूड पे
लिटिल
भी
बिट.
होता है, सर.
हाँ, सर्वेयर के मूड पे भी है. ठीक है. अगर उसको फेल करना है तो वो फेल करेगा ही. सो दिस इज योर बॉटम ऑफ माई शू. डू यू एग्री?
Yes, sir.
Shoe bottom. Okay. And this is the edge where should I use some different color?
रेड, ये हाँ ये
ये
चलेगा.
okay. This is what? This is the my rails
वेब
bottom.
प्लेट, वेब प्लेट.
Okay. So I have to, or you can say the web plate also. हाँ? इसको web plate भी बोलते हैं. ठीक है. Web plate. Web plate. Okay. So I have to make sure in such a way that when my engine is at BDC, I have to turn in such a way so that this distance here, it is approximately how much?
50 mm.
50 mm.
50.
Okay. When this will be 50 mm, then my piston will be above the scavenge force. And now I can put my filler gauges, long filler gauges, both the sides in forward and aft direction. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this point is understood. How to check centering of the piston. ये
Yes,
separate
sir.
question भी होता है हाँ. Okay. This is a separate question also, which was asked to me in my class 2 orals. Okay. How will you center your piston? How will you adjust the this thing, your piston centering? Is it clear?
यस सर. आंसर हम ऐसा नहीं कर सकते क्या कि पिस्टन जो रॉड है
Yeah.
उसका डिस्टेंस दोनों स्कैवेंज पोर्ट से मेजर कर लें सेम।
अभी जो प्रोसीजर है वही प्रोसीजर है ना यार। पिस्टन रॉड इज सर्कुलर, ओके,
अच्छा,
so the exact center finding will be difficult,
ये
right?
सर ये ऐसा जब करेंगे तो ये बहुत ज़्यादा डिफिकल्ट हो जाएगा, क्योंकि सामने रहेगा तो थोड़ा इजी रहेगा वो।
डिफिकल्ट है तो यार क्या कर सकते हैं अभी। इंजन ओवरऑलिंग इज आल्सो डिफिकल्ट, राइट, बट वी हैव टू डू इट।
यस यस सर।
या सो द प्रोसीजर इज द प्रोसीजर, राइट।
यस सर।
उन्होंने भी कुछ सोच समझ के प्रोसीजर निकाला होगा एमएन ने।
जी सर।
ओके, we'll move forward. Now we have to check if my piston rod is in good condition or not. Okay, so that we check.
सर वो क्वेश्चन का आंसर इसके बाद करेंगे।
आएगा आएगा, डोंट वरी, ठीक है।
अच्छा।
पिस्टन रॉड, उसके लिए मुझे आपको शू का वो बताना है, कंस्ट्रक्शन, ठीक है। देन
ओके
आई
सर।
विल टेल यू।
ओके।
इसी में आएगा, इसी पॉइंट में क्लियरेंसेस में ही आ जाएगा। चेक पिस्टन रॉड डिफ्लेक्शन। नाउ व्हाट इज द पोजीशन ऑफ माय engine right now? I can say
45 डिग्री आफ्टर बीटीसी।
45 degree after BDC, right? At
यस
this
सर।
moment, my engine was 45 degree after BDC. What I have to do is, so this is my, suppose, stuffing box, okay, and this is the diaphragm. I have taken stuffing box for you guys, right?
यस सर।
So this is the piston rod is going within my stuffing box,
यस सर।
okay. What I have to do at this degree itself, 45 degree after BDC, I will mount a dial deflection gauge over here, okay, and I will put the pointer onto my piston rod, and I will make my dial deflection gauge to 0, okay. I have mounted a dial deflection gauge onto my diaphragm, so such that my pointer will be pointing on my piston rod, okay, and the position of my piston is right now at 45 degree after BDC. Should I write it down?
हाँ सर।
First of all, position of piston is, see, at this position itself I have taken piston centering 45 degree after BDC.
यस
यस
सर।
सर।
Yeah, so this is my position of my piston at this moment. Mount dial gauge on diaphragm such that its pointer is pointing on piston rod, okay, and set dial deflection gauge to 0. Is it understood? That means if I'll take a video, from the video if I want to explain it. It's unit overall. So this is my diaphragm, right? Okay. Let me just see if we can. So this is when we discussed about how to remove your stuffing box, right? So this center part is my stuffing box. I can mount a dial gauge over here and put a pointer on my piston rod at this position, 45 degree after BDC.
यस सर।
Okay. And I will set the dial deflection gauge to 0. That means the first reading it will show at 45 degree after BDC will be 0, isn't it?
यस सर।
Okay. So this first reading is, okay. Then what I have to do is, third point. Now I will turn my engine. Okay. Now turn piston. Remember, initial reading is 0. Okay, initial reading is 0. So turn piston from 45 degree after BDC to, ये ए बी डी सी का मीनिंग पता है ना, आफ्टर बीडीसी, ठीक है, आफ्टर बॉटम डेड सेंटर. So turn piston from 45 degree BDC to 35 degree before TDC. इसको पूरा लिखना है कि चलेगा? BTDC and
चलेगा
ABDC.
चलेगा चलेगा सर।
Okay. So 35 degree before TDC, you have to turn. So at 35 degree before TDC, there will be some reading in my dial deflection gauge. Is there any possibility the reading can change if my rod is little bit bent or something, piston rod?
Yes sir.
Yeah. So at this moment also you have to check the reading of your dial deflection gauge. So will I get two readings? First one will always be 0. If I take R1, which was I set it to 0 in initial, which is the reading at 45 degree after BDC. Okay. Then I will check R2 reading, which will be suppose XM. ठीक है, कुछ भी रीडिंग आया होगा, ठीक है, that is at the rate 35 degree before
DT.
TDC. Okay. Now with this, I can come to know if my piston rod is bent or not.
Yes sir.
Okay. See, these are separate questions. ऐसे separate भी पूछ सकते हैं आप लोगों से. Like for me, he asked me separately about piston centering. They can ask you, how will you check if your piston rod is, true or not? आप क्या lathe machine में डालोगे उसको? You
No
cannot put
sir.
it in lathe machine, right? So this is the way how you check it. Is it clear?
Okay sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the maximum permissible deflection which is allowed. Okay. Max permissible deflection which is allowed.
सर ये जो आपने बोला, जैसे पिस्टन रोड अगर हल्का सा बेंड है तो एक पहले जीरो डिफ्लेक्शन करेंगे, और
पहला
जब
तो
वो
मैंने
ऊपर जो
मैनुअली
है।
0 सेट किया, राइट, जहां पे मैंने डायल डिफ्लेक्शन गेज वेयर आई विल पुट इट, आई हैव टू पुट
यस
मैनुअली
सर।
टू 0. फर्स्ट रीडिंग तो 0 पे लेनी
यस सर।
पड़ेगी ना मेरे को. Then second
यस
reading,
सर।
I have to turn my piston to 35 degree before TDC. That means my piston rod is going up, right?
यस सर।
From here to here, my piston is moving up, right? So that means my piston rod is also moving up. But my dial deflection gauge remain it's in its position itself. So if the rod
यस
is
सर।
little bit slightly bent, will I get any deflection in my dial deflection gauge? Okay,
सर
that
ये
deflection I will.
45।
बोलो बोलो.
अच्छा, ओके, ठीक है
Is it
सर।
clear?
मतलब जब बीडीसी से जब बिफोर टीडीसी ले जाएंगे, तो अगर पिस्टन रॉड बेंड होगा तो उसमें मतलब आप कह रहे हैं फिर वो डायल गेज में डिफ्लेक्शन आएगा, तो दैट विल बी आवर R2।
Correct. That deflection you have to check, and it should not be more than the permissible. And I have given you permissible value also. 0.35 mm
ओके।
is the permissible value. Okay.
ओके।
If the deflection is more than this, that means first is 0, obviously. Second, अगर value मेरी आई मान लो 0.45 mm or 4 mm, that means it has exceeded the limit, isn't it? That means my piston rod is slightly bent. Do you agree? Is it hard to understand, guys?
तब पर लेकिन जो 45 डिग्री आफ्टर बीडीसी से लेकर हम लोग 35 डिग्री बिफोर टीडीसी जो घुमाएंगे, तो वो जो लेंथ आएगा, जो जितना लेंथ अब मूव करेगा टीडीसी की तरफ, वो उस टाइम पे ही उतने लेंथ पे ही हमारा डिफ्लेक्शन दिखा पाएगा, पूरे थ्रू आउट द लेंथ नहीं बता पाएगा वो तो।
थ्रू आउट द लेंथ नहीं, बस आपको इन 2 पॉइंट्स पे लेना है, ठीक है?
अच्छा,
इन 2 पॉइंट्स पे लेना है. दैट वैल्यू यू हैव टू सी इफ इट इज more than 0.35 or not. Exactly,
ओके
your
सर।
R2 value should not be more than 0.25. First value is you are manually putting it to 0, right?
यस
उसको
सर।
सेट करना पड़ेगा 0 पे, right? So
यस
first reading is will always be 0, but the second reading should not be more than 0.35 mm. If it is more than 0.35 mm, you have to discard the piston rod. You have to use a new piston rod. Is it clear? That means
यस सर।
this is the checking of trueness of my piston rod.
सर
I'm
अगर
checking if my
पूछेगा पूछेगा सर कि अगर ये क्यों ऐसा है, एक 45 डिग्री पे 35 डिग्री, तो बोलेंगे रेसिप्रोकेटिंग मोशन ऑफ द पिस्टन ड्यू टू।
दिस इज डिसाइडेड बाय मैन्युफैक्चरर्स ना, इसमें क्या बोले अभी
ओके
हम?
सर, मतलब मैन्युफैक्चरर स्पेसिफाइड लिमिट है ये।
यस। ओके,
ओके सर।
कैन आई मूव फर्दर?
यस सर।
Okay, so far how many readings we have taken?
4.
This is number one, R1, number two, and on top we have taken forward and aft,
PSPA.
PF and
PA.
PA. Okay, four readings has been taken till now. Okay, now we'll move, come down. This was the third position, right? Fourth now. Now we will check the clearance between our thrust plate and our pin. Okay.
सर 4 रीडिंग कैसा सर? सॉरी।
First is we have checked piston centering forward and aft.
यस सर।
दो वो हो गया, and
हाँ
two
सर।
R1 and R2. That means,
अच्छा, ओके ओके ओके।
yeah.
हाँ हाँ सर, यस सर, यस सर।
So now we have to check clearance between crosshead pin and thrust plate by filler gauge. So I have showed you the thrust plate, right, and crosshead pin also. So I showed you there will be one thrust plate over here, and there will be one thrust plate on the other side. Agreed? So can I
यस
put
सर।
a filler gauge in between and check clearance? Can I put a filler gauge here and check clearance? Tell me.
यस सर, यस सर।
Yes, sir.
If this is the bearing clearance.
सर जो जो आपने
Wait,
दिखाया
wait.
था एक पतला सा क्लियरेंस था वही,
हाँ, क्या बोल रहे हो?
जो आपने दिखाया था थ्रस्ट प्रेस के बाद एक
हम्म,
क्लियरेंस था, आपने कहा ये भी लेते हैं।
यहाँ मैंने आपको बोला था ना, जैसे सी here just exactly here you have to insert it. Can you see the cursor?
हाँ सर।
Okay, here you have to insert a filler gauge inside here. यहाँ पे तो हम bearing clearance ले रहे हैं, but if I insert it over here, can I take a clearance between my plate and my pin?
हम्म।
Exactly here, हाँ, bearing वाला portion में, in this part. Okay, in this part I can take clearance. So both forward and aft I have
सर
to
मेरे
take.
को ये
यहाँ बोलो.
जो नीचे है सर, ये
हम्म,
वाला, wait,
this one here. Can you see my cursor?
ये ना सर,
Yes, yes,
ये जो
yes.
बीच में,
This is the bearing and your pin. The bottom part is my pin, right?
हाँ सर ऊपर बेरिंग है।
ऊपर bearing है. The bottom part is pin. So I have to take between the pin and my thrust plate. So इसके बीच में लूंगा यहाँ पे. Is it clear?
ओके सर, मुझे लगा सर ये जहाँ मैंने मार्क किया है ना सर, ये जो ये क्लियरेंस दिख रहा है ना
So
सर,
this is
ये
bearing clearance, right? This is bearing clearance.
Sir, thrust plate and guide plate is same, no?
सर नहीं
No, no,
समझा, एक बार
guide
फिर
plate,
से बताइए।
guide अभी आएगा, ठीक है?
तो फिर से एक बार बताइए कहाँ से?
This is my thrust plate, right?
Yes,
This
sir.
is my thrust plate.
यस
Can you
सर,
see?
यस
It
सर,
is
Yes, sir.
यस
mounted
सर,
with these three bolts. Okay. This is where I'm taking bearing clearance, right?
Yes, sir.
But between my pin, this is my pin. Agree?
यस सर।
Yes, sir.
And this is my thrust plate, right?
Yes, sir.
और यहाँ से भी देख लो नहीं तो, ठीक है? This is my thrust plate. This is pin. So between these, I have to insert a filler gauge to check clearance. ठीक है? So both forward and aft, I have to take it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
सर ये तो बैंड है ना, तो थ्रस्ट प्लेट ऊपर से भी बैंड है जैसे कि।
अरे बाबा, there will be some clearance between the pin and the, ऐसा तो नहीं है टच रहेगा mechanically, physically टच तो नहीं रहेगा ना, it will get damaged. So there will be some amount of clearance over here where you have to put a filler gauge insert a filler gauge. ठीक है?
इस वीडियो में लेते हुए दिखाया है क्या?
नहीं नहीं, वीडियो में नहीं है ये सब, ठीक है?
अच्छा।
इसका कोई वीडियो नहीं है एक्चुअली एनीवेयर. Can I move forward?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here
सर ये
also I have,
मेजर मेजर क्लियरेंस सब ड्राई डॉक में लेते होंगे ना सर, ये बोल
yes,
अगर पूछ
or
दिक्कत।
mostly it is in dry dock itself. ठीक है?
ओके सर।
So it is clearance between thrust plate and crosshead pin.
पिन,
Okay. So two clearance आ जाएगा forward aft.
Yes, sir. सर शिप पे हम लोग बस बेयरिंग क्लियरेंस लेते हैं ये
नॉर्मली वी आर
नीड्स।
टेकिंग बेयरिंग क्लियरेंस, बट सर्वेयर्स ये सब चीजें पूछते हैं, ठीक है।
ओके।
नेक्स्ट इज measure forward and aft clearance between the crank throws and your con rod.
सो इसमें कुछ ऐसा लिमिट है क्या परमिसिबल, लाइक टॉलरेंस?
Let me check here. Here it is not given something. Maybe in the procedure it might be given something. ठीक है, चेक कर
यस
लूंगा
सर।
मैं।
हाँ सर।
ये टाइटनिंग टॉर्क दे रखा है थ्रस्ट पीस का, दैट इज दैट फॉर दोज 3 bolts, हाँ।
यस सर।
Then we have to check measure the clearance or measure the forward and aft clearance between crank throw and con rod. Okay, so what is crank throw?
सर 2 क्रैंक वेब एंड 1 क्रैंक पिन।
Okay, so this is web and this is pin. Exact. This is crank throw.
यस सर।
Do you agree? Okay. So for this, I have to take this reading at take.
तो वॉइस कटता है थोड़ा।
Is it okay now?
यस सर।
हाँ
Okay. So take piston to BDC for this. Okay. Exactly BDC पे लेके जाओ. Take piston to BDC. So this is my pin. What will be my position of my con rod at this position?
बॉटम।
बॉटम सर।
Okay. So it will be like con rod का full mechanism will be coming like this. Do you agree?
यस सर।
Right? It will be like this, isn't it, guys? इस वाले पिक्चर में देखो, ठीक है। सो राइट नाउ इट इज ऑलमोस्ट एट बीडीसी, राइट?
यस सर।
ठीक है। सो ये जो बॉटम हाफ ऑफ द बिग एंड बेरिंग है, ये एग्जैक्टली सेंटर में आएगा बिटवीन माय क्रैंक वेब्स। डू यू एग्री?
हाँ सर।
ओके,
यस सर।
हैव यू अंडरस्टूड व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से? दिस इज द बिग एंड, राइट?
यस सर।
एंड दिस इज माय वेब्स।
सर तो ऐसा उल्टा हो जाएगा ना सर, यू हो जाएगा ना
यस,
अगर
यू शेप
बॉट
में आ जाएगा।
बीडीसी?
यस, यू कैन सी इट ओवर हियर, राइट? कैसा है ना?
यस यस।
सो
हाँ
इट
सर।
विल, इट विल बी माय बिग एंड विल बी बिटवीन द टू वेब्स, इजंट इट? My big end
हाँ
will
सर।
come between the two webs, isn't it?
यस
तो
सर।
क्रैंक पे नीचे आ जाएगा।
Now, what I have to do is, I have to measure this distance and this distance. Okay. So this is known as Z forward. This is known as Z aft. Okay. The maximum it is allowed 4 mm. Okay.
तो दोनों का कंबाइन या फिर
No, separate, separate. Okay.
separate?
So these should be noted down. ZF and ZA. Okay. This is the clearance between the crank throw and your webs. Next जो मेन अभी आएगा, दैट इज क्लियरेंस बिटवीन द
सर
क्रॉसहेड गाइड बुशेस।
क्रैंक थ्रो किसको बोल रहे हैं सर?
This the web spin and again the web. This is a crank
ओके,
throw.
मींस दिस होल अरेंजमेंट इज कॉल्ड क्रैंक थ्रो।
Yes,
Means two webs and one pin.
yes. Now next is top view of crosshead. टॉप व्यू देखोगे जब क्रॉसहेड का, सो इफ आई ड्रॉ इट ओवर हियर, आई विल बी हैविंग अ So if I draw crosshead pin, okay, in this shape, so I will be having guide shoes. Do you agree? Both the side white metal lined guide shoes. कल बताया ना, guide shoes will be coming onto my pin. Ah,
Yes, sir.
these are my guide shoes. Those who could not remember it, just see this diagram. So both of these guide shoes are going to come. These slippers are my guide shoes, right? So these guide shoes are coming onto my pin. Agreed? And both the faces are my white metal lined bearings. Okay. Is it understood?
Yes,
This
sir.
is my guide shoes, huh? Both the places on four sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is what I've drawn on the pin in the diagram. The 4 guide shoes. Is it clear? This is my crosshead pin. Now guide shoes are going, or my crosshead is going up and down onto what? Guide
Rails.
rails.
Guide
Guide
rails.
rails. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is my, I'll use some other color here. So this is my guide rail. Everyone understood what is guide rails? Tell me, guys.
Yes, sir.
This is guide rail, right? Okay. This part is your guide rail. जो 50 mm हमें check करना था, right? All right. Then, if I see from, this is the top view, I'm seeing the crosshead from the top. Okay. So अगर आप top से crosshead का view देखोगे, this is the top view of a crosshead. Okay. So there will be two sides. One will be your exhaust side. So this is my exhaust side, and other side will be fuel pump side.
Fuel pump. Yes, sir.
I'll just name this one guide rail. Okay. Now on to my fuel pump side. Okay. I have a special mechanism. Okay. Which is my hold on. Yeah, here. So on to my fuel pump side, this is my complete picture of my uh, guide shoe. Okay. So you can see over here, I have certain shims over here, right? This is only provided to you on your fuel pump side. Is it clear,
Yes,
guys?
sir.
Okay,
Yes.
these shims are provided onto my fuel pump side. That means where you're entering into the crankcase, that side. Okay. So here I will be having, I will use color maybe
Purple.
purple. Okay, so this particular part is bolted onto your guide shoes. देखा ना diagram में, it was on the guide shoe. What is the guide shoe over here?
Green one.
Green वाला.
Green वाला है ना. So this is bolted here. Okay, and it between this, what is coming?
Shims.
Shims. Okay,
Shim.
I will use my black color. This is the place where shims come. Okay, so by adjusting the shim, I can move my pin slightly to left or right. नहीं समझ आया.
नहीं नहीं सर.
Okay, here, not in this diagram also. Let me see some other diagram.
सर एक साइड में ही क्यों होता
All
है
right, all
दूसरी
right.
साइड?
इसमें देखो, इसमें देखो, इसमें देखो. So I told you it will be only in fuel pump side. Okay, somewhere here, right? Isn't it? But
Yes.
now if I introduce shims, यहाँ पे shims डाल दिया मैंने बीच में, ठीक है, इस एरिया में. Don't you think it will slightly move to this side?
हाँ सर, वो बढ़ जाएगा। मतलब जो
थोड़ा
उसके
सा
नीचे
zoom.
का क्लियरेंस दिख रहा है ना
पिन
सर,
और शू के बीच में आएगा
राइट।
सर.
Wait, wait, wait. Let me zoom it out for you guys. ठीक है. See, if I introduce some shims over here in this part, doesn't my pin will slightly move to left?
यस
यस
सर.
सर।
If suppose this is forward side, so it will move forward, right? With that, my piston centering, can I adjust? Tell me.
हाँ हाँ.
हाँ हाँ।
Yes, sir.
Everyone understood? So that question answer is understood to everyone. How you will center your piston if it is not aligned?
Yes, sir.
You will have shims।
You have shims in your cross side shoes. ठीक है. Shoes में shims का provision is given to you, and you have to adjust the number of shims. Okay, you can see here there's 2 shims provided. You will be having other shims also. Okay, so you can add or subtract the shims. Okay, and with that you can change the the position of your pin little bit. Okay, and with that you can do the adjustment of your crosshead pin also, and crosshead sorry, piston also in the liner. Is it clear?
यस सर।
Okay,
सर तो बस एक साइड में ही क्यों दिया है ये?
दोनों तरफ है ना, यहाँ पे भी है ना.
नहीं नहीं, एग्जॉस्ट साइड.
But what is the point in giving on the exhaust side then? दोनों
अच्छा,
सेम
दोनों
ही तो चीज करेगा ना.
इक्वलाइज हो जाएगा. यस सर.
इट विल डू, दोनों सेम ही चीज करेगा, राइट?
सर एक बार ऊपर वाले डायग्राम में थोड़ा सा दिखाएंगे, अगर वहां दिख पाएगा तो कहाँ पर आएगा।
सर ये क्रॉसहेड
नो,
पिन
आप ऊपर वाले।
शेप ऐसा क्यों बना है सर, वो नहीं समझा.
ऐसा मर्जी बनाओ यार, इसको स्क्वायर बना दूं तो भी चलेगा. ठीक है, आप ऐसा क्रॉसहेड पिन बना दो, जैसा मर्जी बनाओ. ठीक है, डजेंट मैटर.
तो
आपको
बेसिकली
ऐसे ऐसे
क्रॉसहेड.
उसको ऐसे बनाना है तो ऐसे भी बना लो, नो प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है ना, जैसा बनाना है वैसा बना लो. जस्ट डायग्राम के पर्पस के लिए what I've drawn is drawn. I can erase and make a new one also, no problem.
तो बेसिकली शिम्स और जो ये है क्या बोलते हैं उसको.
क्रॉसहेड गाइड,
नहीं नहीं,
क्रॉसहेड शू।
शिम्स के बाद क्या लगाया था सिम्स के बीच ऊपर. ये जर्नल पिन मतलब पिन और शूज के बीच में आएगा ना सर.
Pin and shoes, yes, correct.
ओके.
ये कहाँ गया वो डायग्राम? लेट मी सी वन मोर टाइम. आप वहां पे भी देखो, देयर इज अ वाइट मेटल फेस्ड गाइड स्ट्रिप है, isn't it? There's a white metal, this guide strip is there, and between the shims are there, and this is my guide shoe. Okay, now you imagine the place in this diagram. इसको imagine करो सिर्फ. ठीक है, in this part. So I have guide shoe, the shaded part. Okay, ये shaded part is my
यस
guide
सर।
shoe. Then on this guide shoe I have bolted white metal lined strip, guide strip. Somebody was asking about guide strip. Okay,
यस सर.
and between this guide strip I have shims, and shoes के बीच में I have shims, right?
यस सर.
And what is coming after that? What is this one? Pin,
Rails or
और
pins?
spin.
Pin.
crosshead pin है ना?
Yes, sir.
So if I increase the number of shims, will my crosshead pin shift actually?
Yes, sir.
Now do you agree?
हाँ, sir.
Okay. Now is it understood to everyone how I can center my piston? देखो normally forward and aft में ही ज़्यादा problem आता है because normally your vessel is always in trim, right? So where I told you before itself that where in your piston the liner in your main engine is more at forward and aft, isn't it? Forward and aft liner wear out more होता है in
More
your
होता
main
है, हाँ.
engines. Why? Because of the trim. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Any questions regarding till now? बोलो. If you are unable to understand what I'm trying to explain, you hear the shims and in this part. It is important. Was asked to me in class 2. Okay. Sometimes they can ask class 4 also. बहुत
तो
high
जो
level
व्हाइट मेटल लाइनिंग रहता है वो किस में रहता है?
lining.
जो व्हाइट मेटल लाइन था ना जिसका
Now see,
प्रीवियस
this has to touch your pin also, right? This is my crosshead pin. So I have to give a white metal there, isn't
यस
it?
सर.
Otherwise your pin will wear out. Pin में scratches आएंगे.
इससे वो क्रॉसहेड गाइड, हाँ ये वाला.
ठीक है. This is my strip, right? So this what is touching my pin, it has to be white metal lined like your bearings.
यस सर.
Yes, sir.
So is it understood to everyone how you can
Yes,
adjust
sir.
the centering of your piston? Tell me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. सर क्या ऐसा कंपल्शन है क्या कि जैसे एक सिम अगर इस साइड से लगा है तो एक सिम सिम उधर से भी लगाएंगे?
नहीं, वो आपको देखना पड़ेगा ना सेंटरिंग के हिसाब से, राइट?
अच्छा,
कितना
ओके.
आपको शिफ्ट करना है उस हिसाब से आपको चेक करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है.
सर क्रिटिकल स्पेयर्स में आता होगा ये मैन्युफैक्चरर्स के द्वारा.
These are supplied already to you. ठीक है. नॉर्मली ऐसा तो नहीं है ना हम हर दिन चेंज कर रहे हैं, राइट?
हाँ सर.
हाँ.
Very rarely it will change, so it will be kept there in on board the ship only. Okay.
ओके सर.
Now, what are the clearance I have to take now? Okay. Now comes the juicy part. So I have my this is known as guide strip. Let me erase this part. Is the diagram understood to everyone? पिन आपको मैं अगर ऐसा बना के दे दूंगा तो वो भी चलेगा यार. ठीक है. ये भी चलेगा, ऐसा भी कर दूंगा तो भी चलेगा. ठीक है. नो
हाँ
इश्यूज.
सर.
जस्ट वो डायग्राम पर्पस के लिए ऐसा बना दिया मैंने, थोड़ा अच्छा दिख रहा है और कुछ. तो एनी प्रॉब्लम विद दिस डायग्राम? हैज एवरीवन अंडरस्टूड?
यस सर.
ओके. ध्यान रखो, आई एम सीइंग द पिन राइट नाउ फ्रॉम टॉप. ठीक है. दिस इज अ टॉप व्यू एंड दिस इज एग्जॉस्ट साइड. नाउ आई हैव टू टेक क्लियरेंसेस यहाँ पे फॉरवर्ड aft between my shoe and my rail. Okay. Sometimes they will ask specifically between guide shoe and rail. So these are the clearances I have to take. Okay. With filler gauge. Is it clear?
यस सर.
Also I have to take between the rail and my guide strip.
गाइड स्ट्रिप.
Okay.
सर ये जो पहले वाला बताया आपने वो कौन सा क्लियरेंस था सर?
Between my guide shoe and my guide rail.
हाँ सर, ये कौन सा क्लियरेंस है सर? इसका नाम क्या है?
वही तो बोल रहा हूँ, guide shoe and guide rail. Clearance between guide shoe and guide rail. This one.
यस सर.
Okay. Forward and aft. Okay. So if I draw it in this way, if I draw a cube over here,
तो फॉरवर्ड आफ्ट में क्यों ले रहे हो? दोनों तो इक्वली साइड से ही अगर वेयर ऑफ होंगे तो
थोड़ा
दोनों
लंबा
इक्वली।
रहता है ना इतना, आपको दोनों तरफ लेना पड़ेगा। विड्थ ज्यादा है ना, तो चेकिंग के लिए दोनों तरफ लेना पड़ेगा, ठीक है। कहीं पे ज्यादा वेयर हुआ है या कम वेयर
तो
हुआ है वो
इसका
आपको
वो लेते हुए है क्या, मतलब कहाँ पे लेंगे, ऐसा थोड़ा।
नहीं, ये आपको कहीं नहीं मिलने वाला, ठीक है। मे बी मैन की साइट में मिल जाए, ठीक है। आई हैव नॉट चेक्ड इट, मे बी।
तो जो वो फोटो दिखाया था ना रेलिंग वाला,
उसमें भी
उसमें।
एक्चुअली विजिबल नहीं है, नहीं तो मैं आपको दिखाता, चेक करूंगा, ठीक है।
हाँ।
देखते हैं थोड़ी देर को, पहले डिस्कस कर लेते हैं, देन वी विल ट्राई टू चेक इट। So from top view, what all clearance I will be taking, इसको थोड़ा और करेक्ट कर लेते हैं यार। इज दिस अंडरस्टूड? ये बनाया जो मैंने,
हाँ सर।
ठीक है। नाउ इफ आई टेक दिस पॉइंट एंड दिस पॉइंट, what all clearances I'm going to take over here and what all clearances I'm going to take over here. This is depicting my, suppose,
राइट।
यहाँ की clearance, ठीक है, in this point. If I'm taking clearance here, so I will take clearance here. One will be G1, G2. G1, G2 in this diagram will be, this will be G1 and this particular will be G2. Is it understood by filler gauge?
यस सर।
Okay. Similarly, here I have to take G3, G4. Is it clear?
यस सर।
Okay. So this is G1, G2 and G3, G4. What? This is my which side?
फ्यूल पंप
Fuel
साइड।
pump side. And this is my exhaust side. So fuel pump side I have extra clearance,
यस सर।
which is that J and
शिम्स वाला।
L for shims. Okay.
यस सर।
J and L for shims.
तो मतलब
बोलो। Here I have to
गाइड
take ना clearance यहाँ पे।
हाँ, गाइड शू और रेल, गाइड रेल के बीच में टू प्लेसेस यू हैव टू टेक ईच गाइड शू एंड गाइड रेल, देयर विल बी टू क्लियरेंसेस।
Yes.
तो मतलब टोटल 8 हो गए सर कि 4?
यहाँ पे
लाइक
टोटल इस पॉइंट पे 6 हो गए, यहाँ पे अभी, ठीक है।
हाँ हाँ।
इस पॉइंट पे 6 हो गए, अभी मैं ऊपर जाऊंगा टूवर्ड्स माय exhaust
एग्जॉस्ट
side.
है।
So here I will take clearance. I will name it E1, E2. This I will name it E3, E4.
Oh, shit. हाँ
Okay.
ठीक
In the
है। Yes.
diagram, if I'll show you, so here at these points, I will be having E1, E2, E3, E4. So top view में how many clearance I have taken?
4.
6 10 सर टोटल।
Total 10 हो गया
यस
top view
सर।
में। Yeah. Now similarly bottom में भी लेना पड़ेगा।
यस सर।
हाँ सर।
This crosshead shoe is like this, right? So I am taking clearance here, 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 here. I have to take bottom also ना यहाँ पे, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I will now go to the bottom part. Okay. So I will take clearance here. That will be H1, H2. Here it will be coming H3, H4. But in the fuel pump side, I have guide strip also. So between my guide strip and my rail, I have to take clearance. That I will take K and
Yes, sir.
H or M. ठीक है? Are you able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Fuel pump side. But this guide strip is not there on the other way around, right? दूसरी तरफ नहीं है.
हाँ सर.
So here, when I'm going to take clearance, I will take only two clearance on the other side, right?
Yes, sir.
F1,
2F,
F2. What about this side?
F3, F4.
F3, F4. Now tell me how many clearances are there? गिनो.
So 20.
20.
Total 20 हो गया.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So total clearance equals to 20 plus
Yes.
2 between your uh,
Thrust
crank
pin
throw
and
and your con rod, right? 2 between crank throw and con rod. Z forward, Z aft.
Yes, sir.
2 between thrust plate and your pin,
Pin.
right?
R1, R2. Yes, sir.
R1, no, not R1, R2. उसमें
PS,
सिर्फ Z
PS. PS
वैसे
and
लिखा था,
PS.
forward and aft, right? Then
Yes,
2
sir.
clearance between your piston rod and your dial deflection gauge, right? R1, R2
yes sir.
plus PF and PA, piston forward and piston aft, centering wala. Okay. Long filler gauge wala. The first thing that we did, 45 degree after BDC. Okay. So those are 2 clearance. कितना हो गया total?
28.
So total clearance we are checking 28. Is it understood?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Any doubts? Any doubts in this? This is important, huh? ये जो last वाला point ना, this is very important here. Top view of your cross check wala. Okay. So total 20 readings are there. Okay, that you have to take. And other than that, the readings that we have taken before, like this one, Z forward, Z aft, and the clearance between my thrust plate and my this thing here also 2 readings are there. Okay. This is 2 readings. Okay. So total 4 plus piston centering 2 readings, 6. Okay. Then these are 2 readings, 8. So 20 plus 8, 28. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So total 28 clearances are there apart from your bearing clearance. Okay. Any
sir.
doubts in this? Tell me. Any questions regarding this? अगर नहीं समझ आया वो बताओ.
सर एक बार वो बेरिंग क्लियरेंस जो हम लोग ले रहे थे बिटवीन क्रॉसेट पिन एंड बेरिंग,
Yes.
तो आफ्ट एंड फॉरवर्ड दोनों में लेंगे या फिर एक ही साइड लेंगे?
फॉरवर्ड एंड aft दोनों साइड ले लोगे आप.
अच्छा,
ठीक है.
तो टोटल हाँ तो ओके सर.
ठीक है.
2
उसको
क्लियरेंस
लेकिन
वही
हम
हो
इस
गया.
उसको हम इस क्लियरेंस में नहीं गिनेंगे लेकिन. ठीक है ना.
यस यस सर.
वो
ये
बेरिंग
गाइड
क्लियरेंस.
क्लियरेंस में आता है ना सर?
ये बेरिंग क्लियरेंसेज है. ठीक है. सॉरी क्रॉसेट क्लियरेंसेज है. दैट इज बेरिंग क्लियरेंस.
यस सर. ओके सर.
Okay. So is the construction understood by everyone of crosshead? Is the purpose understood by everyone? Is the clearances understood by everyone? Is the bearing design is understood by everyone?
यस सर.
Yeah. So अभी crosshead में थोड़ा you are able to feel, you will be able to answer questions.
यस सर.
Yeah. Okay. So this is regarding your clearances. Then we will talk about your lubrication part.
सर एक चीज और बस, एक मुझे रोक के आपने
बोलो.
इसमें सर ये H1 H2 मतलब ये बोथ एंड का है ना, मतलब एक क्लियरेंस के एक फॉरवर्ड एंड और एक आफ्ट एंड ना.
Yes. जैसे ये हमने लिया ना G1 G2, वैसे ही
हाँ.
when we go down bottom side, there also it will be same
यस सर.
construction, right? So there also we have to take clearance. बस उसका नाम हमने अब क्या डाल दिया है, H1 H2, है ना. G1
मतलब
G2
सर
की जगह H1 H2.
गाइड शू और गाइड रेल के बीच में जैसे हो गया G1 G2 और फिर नीचे हो गया H1 H2, राइट?
Correct.
ओके ठीक है.
And JNL is between the rail and my
रेल
guide
एंड
strip.
ये गाइड
Guide
स्ट्रिप
strip.
सर.
ठीक है. और नीचे K and M हो गया. ठीक है.
ओके सर.
Let me show you if I can show you the guide strip, if it is visible somewhere. देखो यहाँ पे आपको बोल्टेड चीज दिख रही है, दिख रही है?
यस सर, यस
ठीक है,
सर,
बहुत क्लियर नहीं है, बट यू कैन सी अ बोल्टेड थिंग इज ओवर हियर। ओके,
यस
एंड
सर,
इट इज ऑन द, दिस इज माई गाइड शू ना, ये पूरा गाइड शू है ना, राइट? सो
यस
दिस
सर,
इज बोल्टेड ऑन माई गाइड शू, ठीक है ना? But it is not very clearly visible because they have not specifically told about this part, huh? Here you can see, ठीक है, this is my guide shoe and this is my guide strip over here. Is it clear? देखो बहुत ज्यादा नहीं दिख रहा है, ठीक है, so I cannot go अच्छे से दिखा पाऊंगा। Is it clear?
यस सर।
सर आप बोल रहे थे भाई G1 G2 का वो दिखाएंगे एक बार, हो पाए तो।
हाँ वही ना, एक्चुअली दिस
पर
नॉर्मली,
वो वाला शायद मुझे दिख रहा है, क्या कहते
होल्ड
हैं।
ऑन होल्ड ऑन होल्ड ऑन, वो इंजन ओवरऑलिंग वाले में शायद दिख जाए। यहाँ पे आपको थोड़ा सा दिख रहा होगा बोल्टेड वाला पार्ट है। यहाँ पे भी आपको दिख रहा है बोल्टेड रीजन, दिख रहा है,
हाँ
यस
सर, हाँ
सर, यस सर।
बट not purposely they have shown between this thing. This is my guide strip over here. Okay, okay, leave it यार, ठीक है, कहीं दिखेगा तो मैं आपको बाद में दिखा दूंगा, अभी टाइम वेस्ट करने का मतलब नहीं, राइट?
यस सर।
एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस अभी तक बोलो क्रॉसहेड में, एनीथिंग डू यू नॉट अंडरस्टूड? कैन आई मूव फॉरवर्ड देन?
यस सर।
यस सर।
ओके,
तो वो डॉक्यूमेंट अपना शेयर कर सकते हैं क्या आप?
विच डॉक्यूमेंट यू वांट?
तो जो इसमें लिखा हुआ था जिससे आप पढ़ा रहे थे वो कुछ कुछ।
मैं क्या पढ़ा था? दिस वन, ये मैं पूरा साइड आपको ये भेज दूंगा, वर्ड फाइल, ठीक है?
हाँ सर, ये वर्ड फाइल, ये डॉक्यूमेंट।
ठीक। ऑलराइट, सो दिस इज योर MAN इंजन का कैसे हो रहा है, ठीक है? सो दिस इज माय लूब ऑयल पंप, मेन लूब ऑयल पंप, okay, around 4 bar pressure. It is going to the cooler. After the cooler, the two lines are getting separate. One is going directly to your, what is this?
मेन बेयरिंग।
Main bearing. Okay, one line is directly going to main bearing and another line is going to your common grade line, which is your common lube oil line of your engine. Okay, from where it is going to separate things. Now one line is going to your telescopic pipe. Can you see? Oil will be coming here,
यस सर,
and from this telescopic pipe is connected to your cross-side pin directly in case of MC engine, and through your cross-side shoe in case of MCC series engines. Okay, so in case of MCC series engine, if I'll show you this pin, particularly, हाँ यहाँ पे दिख रहा है, सो ये दिख रहा है आपको, ये पाइप,
यस सर,
ठीक है? So here my lube oil is coming in. So this is right now it is directly connected to my pin, right? Isn't it?
यस सर।
यस सर,
This
यस
pipe is
सर।
directly connected to my pin, okay? But in MCC series engine, this pipe is coming here onto my crosshead shoe. Okay, from shoe it is going to the pin. Okay, so you can see in this picture itself. यहाँ पे देखोगे अगर आप इसको, if I'll erase it. So here it is connecting where my telescopic pipe
क्रॉस हेड।
to my shoe.
शूज।
Okay, now from this crosshead telescopic pipe, my oil is supplied to my crosshead directly. Okay, directly वो crosshead पे आएगा and it will be lubricating my bearings. ठीक है, crosshead bearings, and all four sides it will be sprayed. It will be going up also, it will be going down also, it will be going left and right also. Left and right, it is going between to lubricate between my rails and my shoes.
Sure.
Okay. Top, it is going for piston cooling. Bottom, it is going for bottom end bearing cooling. Is it
Bottom and
clear?
bearing. Yes.
अगर इस पिक्चर में देखो, okay, in this picture if you see, so I have lube oil pump, then my main cooler, lube oil cooler. One line is going to my main bearing.
Main bearing.
Okay. One line is going to the lube oil line over here. Okay. This is the lube oil line where the lube oil is. This is through and through line पूरा engine पे है, ठीक है ना? And from here the lube oil is coming to my telescopic pipe. From telescopic pipe it is going where? Crosshead. Okay.
Crosshead.
So crosshead say it is going down also, it is going up also, it is going left and right also. Okay, for lubrication between my rails and my shoe. And up is going for piston cooling. Down it is going for big end bearing cooling, right? Big end bearing lubrication. Is it understood? Follow. Is the line understood? How the lubrication happens in the engine of your crosshead or your piston or your bottom end bearing or your main bearing? Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we'll talk about sulzer.
सर जो पिन में जा रहा था वो पिन से भी वैसे ही जाएगा.
हाँ, हर कोई पिन में ही जा रहा है, ठीक है, टू लुब्रिकेट बिटवीन द पिन एंड द बेरिंग, राइट?
Yes, sir.
लाइक इफ यू टॉक अबाउट जनरेटर्स आल्सो, जनरेटर्स में भी क्या हो रहा है? इट इज गोइंग टू द गर्जन पिन, राइट? एंड गर्जन पिन
Yes, sir.
हैव दीज होल्स एंड ऑल फ्रॉम वेयर इट इज गोइंग top, left and right also for liner lubrication,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Similar here also.
Okay.
So here it is a sulzer RTA engine, how it is there. Then you have main lube oil pump, then it is going to the cooler. And after that, this 4 bar pressure is going for the main bearing. This pressure, you have a crosshead booster pump. I told you, normally 12 to 16 bar pressure is there for your crosshead lubrication. Okay? This 16 bar of pressure will go to the common rail system. From the common rail system, we don't have a telescopic pipe. We are calling it as articulated pipe.
Swinging arm भी बोलते हैं सर ना इसको.
स्विंगिंग आर्म भी बोलते हैं इसको, ठीक है? आर्टिकुलेट पाइप और स्विंगिंग आर्म. ओके, सो ऑब्वियसली सी, देखो दोनों मैन्युफैक्चरर्स डिफरेंट है, दे कैन नॉट कॉपी ईच अदर, राइट? है ना?
Yes, sir.
Patents are filed for every engineering part, so they do little bit change, but the thing that they are doing is exactly the same. Okay, so this lube oil will flow from this articulated pipe and it will go to the crosshead. From crosshead, it will go to all 4 sides. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sometimes for your guide and shoe rail के लिए lubrication can be done by a separate arrangement, by a nozzle arrangement. So it will keep on spraying lube oil onto this part. Okay, that is also there in some arrangements. So is the difference is understood?
Yes, sir.
Why do I need to give 16 bar of pressure over here?
Because we don't have axial this grooves
Yes,
in
axial
the
grooves are not
bearings.
there in your crosshead bearing
Bearings.
designs. Okay, hence to achieve hydrodynamic lubrication, you have to increase the pressure of the oil. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. And एक और point से बोलते हैं smoothness नहीं है, fine
Yeah,
finish
it is
नहीं है.
not as fine smoothness of your crosshead pin as your ME engine. Okay, sorry,
Yes, sir.
MAN engines. Okay,
तो बस ये दो point बोल रहे हैं ना
engines,
उसमें.
yes, MA engines are super fine finish. ठीक है?
वो कल सर आपने 3 पॉइंट 4 पॉइंट लिखाए थे
And
ना
these,
वो
हाँ वही देखो, axial groove means gutters. Gutters are
लेटर्स
not
हाँ
there
सर
in your
sulzer sulzer
in your sulzer engines. That means oil wedges are not there in your sulzer engines, right? So these points you can say to him, and that is why for achieving hydrodynamic lubrication, we have to give much more pressure of the oil, and that is done by crosshead booster pump. Okay, which will supply 12 to 16 bar of pressure to your crosshead bearing, and to achieve hydrodynamic lubrication, you have to supply much more pressure of oil. That is a design difference in your crosshead and crosshead of your main MAN engines and your sulzer engines. And also in MAN engines, you can tell about we are using what you say, in Sulzer engines we are using articulated pipes, in MEN engines we are using telescopic pipes. Is
टेलीस्कोपिक
it clear?
पाइप।
Okay.
Yes, sir.
और टेलीस्कोपिक पाइप में भी यहाँ पे एक बुश रहता है for sealing purpose. There will be certain one bush over here and few O-rings, okay, to prevent any leak. So this pipe can move up and down as my crosshead is moving up and down, isn't it?
यस
This
सर।
pipe can go up and down inside this tube, okay, ये
यस
tube
सर।
है. This pipe can go, telescopic pipe can go up and down in this tube, okay, as my crosshead is moving up and down. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is it for your crosshead part. Okay, I hope I've covered everything, but if any other question is related to this is there, then please ask me.
गाइड प्लेट के बारे में,
हाँ,
गाइड प्लेट से
थोड़ा जोर से बोलोगे, क्या बोल रहे हो, समझ नहीं आया.
सर, गाइड प्लेट,
वो बताया तो, गाइड स्ट्रिप नहीं बताया क्या?
गाइड स्ट्रिप, अच्छा गाइड स्ट्रिप, गाइड प्लेट
वही है, वही है. दिस इज योर, इसी को आप गाइड प्लेट बोल रहे हो, ठीक है.
ओके सर।
This is lined white metal because it is in contact with my pin, right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, guys, any other questions that you have heard regarding crosshead in your MU2 or MU4 exams that we have not covered?
ओवरऑलिंग तो नहीं पूछता होगा सर हम लोग में.
Overhauling, yes, overhauling करा देता हूँ मैं आपको, ठीक है. Overhauling क्लास 2 में पूछते हैं, ठीक है. बट समटाइम्स दे कैन आस्क यू, तो देख लो, ठीक है.
जी सर.
एक बार कैसे है, ठीक है, शॉर्ट में देखेंगे.
बहुत हेवी हो रहा है सर।
Okay, you can see over here in my last shift I have done it. Okay, all obviously along with the service engineers. Okay,
सर्विस इंजीनियर मतलब मैन के.
MEN engineers. Okay, because he will come for survey and he will do all the things, right? We are only there to help him.
ओके.
We don't have rogometer and all those things, right?
यस सर.
So these are there with your MEN service technician. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to lift the piston and we will hang the piston, and then one by one we will remove the bearing. We have to lift up your even what do you say, you can see the piston. This is piston palm, दिख रहा है आपको?
यस सर.
So piston is hanging on top, ठीक है. Then the top cover is removed, okay, and bearing is locked in the position in the bearing by the this locking pins, okay. And we see यहाँ पे आपको दिख रहा है अच्छे से गाइड स्ट्रिप, that thing bolted. I'll show you for the manual, ठीक है. मैनुअल से दिखाता हूँ मैं आपको. So this is MEN technician who is doing the work at the moment, okay. And you can see the pin is hanging on top, right? This is the pin, crosshead pin. It is hanging on top, ठीक है. Top half has been removed up, bottom half bottom. Pin is hanging in that position by 2 chain blocks, ठीक है. All right. So what we have done is this is checking part. We'll go for the overhauling part. Dismantling. देखो नॉर्मल तरीके से समझो क्या करना है. सबसे फर्स्ट थिंग दैट यू हैव टू डू इज योर hang the piston, okay, hang piston. Now how you will do it? So normal piston overhauling everyone knows, right? We have done it so many times, isn't it? Piston palm bolts, how to remove it, everyone knows, right? Tell me, guys. So these palm bolts from the crosshead removal procedure, do I need to explain it again?
नहीं सर, वो स्टड सेटर वाला जो आपने बताया था ना सर।
हाँ, यहाँ पे जो ये पिस्टन के पाम के जो बोल्ट्स हैं, हाइड्रोलिक बोल्ट्स होते हैं नॉर्मली. So these bolts are opened up by head. During unit overall we have discussed it, right? So
यस सर.
स्टड
yeah, we
स्टड
have to
सेटर लगा
remove
के
it.
ना सर।
नहीं नहीं, बोल्ट नहीं निकालना है मेरे को. हाइड्रोलिक नट रहता है, नट्स निकालना है. दैट इज यूज्ड बाय hydraulic jacks and spacers,
हाँ
right?
yes sir, yes sir, yes sir.
Okay, after removing this, you will take piston to TDC. ठीक है, TDC पे ले जाओ, and on top, if I'll be able to show you, so here you will mount a eye bolt. Is it clear?
Sir what? Mount what?
Eye bolt.
हाँ okay, okay sir.
Similarly, on the other side also, provision is given. You can see other provisions are also given. Over here, you can see groove is given. In this side also, it will be given to put eye bolts, to put chain blocks and all. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you will put one eye bolt over here on the other side also, and there will be a wire sling by which you can take the weight. Okay. So you have to take it up. Okay. I'll show you. If they have shown somewhere, you can see in this picture, you can see a little bit. Okay. My piston is hanging here. Can you see?
Yes, sir.
So two eye bolts I will put on my frame, that is my diaphragm, and two eye bolts I will put on the piston palm, and then I will connect it together by a special wire sling. Okay, this is supplied by the manufacturer itself. Okay, wire sling will be there. So now my piston will be hanging in its position.
Yes, sir.
Are you able to relate?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so piston has to be hanged. Obviously, before piston hanging, you have to dismantle your this thing also. What do you say? Telescopic pipe. Okay, so telescopic pipe has to be removed. So this telescopic pipe has to be removed and it has to be locked on top. ठीक है, यहाँ से remove करके you will take the piston up, and when you go over here you will lock it with your bolts. Okay, this telescopic pipe, यहाँ से long bolt डाल के इसको lock कर देते हैं. The telescopic pipe has been removed from the crosshead. Then you can see the wire slings. दिख रहा है यहाँ पे दो. After removing the hydraulic bolts which is attaching your piston palm to your crosshead pin, you have to put wire sling and you have to lock your piston in lifted state. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now next part. So first step, you always remember that I have to hang my piston. How will you hang my piston? How will you hang the piston? You have to first of all disconnect the piston palm foot. देखो पूरा प्रोसीजर लिखोगे कॉपी में तो भर जाएगी वो. ठीक है, तो हैंग द पिस्टन. हैंग पिस्टन के लिए क्या करना है आपको? पिस्टन पाम फुट को आपको डिसमेंटल करना है फ्रॉम द क्रॉसहेड. डू यू एग्री? बोलो गाइस.
Yes sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This piston palm foot has to be, then I will take the piston to TDC and I will hang my piston by putting eye bolt over here and with wire sling.
Yes, sir.
Now I can again bring my crosshead down.
Yes, sir.
Piston is hanging on top, right?
Yes, sir.
Now what I will do, I will open these are my
Connecting rod, sir.
crosshead hydraulic bolts and nuts. Okay, so both the half covers are connected by hydraulic bolts and nuts,
Yes,
in
sir.
which my crosshead pin is there, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Here I told you before itself. Okay, ऐसे. So total 4 number of bolts and nuts are there that you have to dismantle. You can see over here 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what I will do, I can lift up my top half.
Yes, sir.
Okay, top half will be lifted up, and here on this side, can you see these 4 holes over there?
Yes, sir.
There I have to mount a tool, okay, which will take the weight of my bottom half. Okay, and on both the sides it will be there, and with chain blocks, this is the way you have to remove this top half cover. Okay, and you can see the thrust plate also over here, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so after removing this top half cover bolts, what I have to do is this, they have removed, they will mount again eye bolt. Can you see? Okay. Again, eye bolt will be mounted over here and it can be lifted up. This we have already locked on position, okay, with long bolts, telescopic pipe. Piston is hanged. Okay. Now top half is removed on top, isn't it? By use of
Yes,
chain
sir.
blocks. You can see the chain blocks is there mounted and you can just lift. If you want to remove it, you can remove it, but you just have to lift up. Okay. Next step will be leave this part. Okay. You will take the weight. I showed you. You have to take the weight by
Yes,
chain
sir.
blocks. Okay. You have to take the weight by chain blocks. Now there will be two holes given over here, one over here and one over here. You have to mount two eye bolts again on top of here. And will I, if I lift it up with chain blocks, will my crosshead pin will come up?
Crosshead
पिन will come up. दोनों शूज को अगर मैं
शूज के साथ,
connect,
यस सर, साथ, यस सर,
with pin itself, it will come up. Crosshead
यस
shoes,
सर,
both,
यस
right?
सर,
Now my bottom half will be visible to me.
यस सर,
हाँ
See, I have mounted two eye bolts over here with chain block. I will just lift it up. Okay.
यस सर,
Next point will be, I will be able to see this one, isn't it?
यस सर, फिर बेयरिंग निकाल लेंगे,
I can remove the bearing.
यस सर,
Bearing is mounted by, I showed you 4 locking bolts are there.
लॉकिंग बोल्ट,
Yeah. If you see this part, this is our top half cover. Okay. So you can see right now my piston. Can you see the piston is hanging there?
यस सर,
Okay.
यस सर,
Okay. It is hanging there. And you can see how many chain blocks I've used over here, right? And this particular chain block is to take the weight of my crosshead pin. This two chain blocks will be taking the weight of my top half cover. And you see these 4 locking bolts. Okay. So
यस
because
सर,
of these 4 locking bolts, the your bearing will not fall down. Okay.
ओके
Is
सर,
it clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. You'll go back. So now if the bottom bearing has to be removed, you can simply remove in this state itself. ठीक है ऐसे जब है आपका दोनों तरफ से you have hold it with your chain blocks. You don't have to turn it. This is in the way when you have to remove your con rod, right? Con rod निकालने का procedure आ जाएगा वो तो. So you can see in this pictures also we have not removed the con rods. Okay, we are doing it in place itself. You can see this picture. ठीक है. So this is my bottom half, right? Of my
हाँ,
crosshead. Okay, that means top half of my con rod, isn't it?
yes, sir.
So it is in place. Crosshead pin is hanging on here with few chain blocks, and on top my top half will be there. So I can remove my bearing here on itself, right?
यस सर,
Okay. For removing this bearing, I have to sometime remove this bolt. So for removing the bolt, I will use stud setter. Okay. Somebody was saying stud setter. If I have to remove these bolts from its position, then I have to use stud setter, right?
यस सर,
Okay. So this is your overall. इसको short में लिखना what I have told you. ठीक है पूरा मैनुअल का लिखना शुरू हो जाओगे तो हो गया काम. ठीक है Is it clear?
यस सर, सर को स्क्रीनशॉट ले लूंगा, फिर बाद में लिख लेंगे, वो दिखा
हाँ
दीजिएगा.
मैं दिखा देता हूँ एक एक करके सब कुछ. ठीक है Let me just इसका भी एक स्क्रीनशॉट ले लो. ठीक है
मतलब छोटा कर दीजिए इसको सर.
मोबाइल में दिखेगा.
हाँ सर, मोबाइल में देख सर, छोटा करके वो.
ठीक है चलो this is the first picture. Okay, take a screenshot of it.
यस सर, डन,
This is the second. This is for checking the bearing clearance and all checks, other checks. Okay,
डन,
take a screenshot of it. And this is now dismantling procedure and all. Okay, so I will still tell you जो सब कुछ लिखा है वो मत लिखो, सिर्फ याद रखो that first thing will be lock my piston on top. ठीक है उसके लिए मुझे piston I have to dismantle from my crosshead and I have to take the piston up. While doing so also I have to remove my telescopic pipe, isn't it?
सर इससे
And
यस
पीछे
सर,
वाला पेज एक बार और दिखा दीजिए सर,
हाँ
स्क्रीनशॉट
एक
लेना था.
लो Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now here, what I have to do, first step, dismantle the piston from the crosshead and my telescopic pipe.
Telescopic pipe.
Telescopic pipe will be locked here, and my piston will be locked on top on the diaphragm with your wire sling. Okay. That
Yes,
will be
sir.
my first step. Second step will be I have to remove the top half cover with my hydraulic jacks and spacers, right? The top half cover I have to dismantle. After dismantling the top half cover, this is the second page. Take a screenshot of it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll move forward. Then what I have to do is I have to lift up my top half. Agreed? By
Yes,
use of
sir.
chain blocks. Okay. I will lift up my top half. Then what I have to do? I have to mount two eye bolts on my, I have to take the weight of my, first of all, con rod. Okay. By two chain blocks over here. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have taken the weight. And after that, what I will do, I will lift my complete cross-eyed guide
Crosshead.
shoes, both cross-eyed guide shoes. If I lift up, my pin will come along with it, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is
सर ये डिसाइड कैसे करेंगे कितने टन का कनेक्ट ये लगाएंगे सर चेन ब्लॉक वो लिखा रहता है
दैट
क्या सर कितना वेट
या वो
होगा
आपको सब दिया रहेगा कितना वेट का आपका पार्ट्स हैं, ठीक है.
ओके
नॉर्मली व्हाट वी वर यूजिंग इज 2 टन चेन ब्लॉक. 2 टन से ज्यादा तो वेट नहीं होता है, ठीक है.
ओके सर
So this is another eye bolts you have to mount on your guide shoes, and you have to completely lift up your pin. Okay, once the pin is lifted, you can see the bottom half. ऐसे देख सकते हो, and you can remove the pin in its position itself. You don't have to remove the crosshead out of your what you say crankcase. ठीक है, कॉन रॉड और क्रैंक से निकालने का जरूरत नहीं है. इन प्लेस ऑल्सो यू कैन डू इट. इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the next page.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is now mounting back. अपोजिट जैसे आपने निकाला उसी तरीके से आपको वापस डालना है, ठीक है. रिवर्स प्रोसीजर विल बी योर माउंटिंग पार्ट. ओके, दिस इज माउंटिंग. बट आई विल स्टिल टेल यू, शॉर्ट में लिखो, ठीक है, जो मैंने आपको पॉइंट्स बोला है. राइट इट इन शॉर्ट एंड दैट विल बी मच मोर हेल्पफुल. ठीक है, दिस इज
Yes,
जस्ट
sir.
फॉर योर लाइक थोड़ा पता करने के लिए, ठीक है. नाउ दिस इज व्हाट सी, यहाँ पे आपको दिया क्रॉस सेट कंप्लीट वेट इज हाउ मच, ठीक है. कनेक्टिंग रॉड कंप्लीट वेट इज हाउ मच. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट यू विल यूज हाउ मच टन चेन ब्लॉक यू आर यूजिंग. यहाँ पे दिया भी हुआ है, ठीक है. 2 into 1000 kg, 3 into 2000 kg, 2 into 5000 kg of chain blocks will be required. Okay, so everything will be given. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is it for your cross set. Yes, any questions? हाँ बोलो. Tell me. Somebody was asking something.
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, tell me.
No, I was asking how when we are
I'm getting you broken, huh? I am not getting you what you're saying. If it is okay with you, can you please write it down otherwise, on the chat? Is she here? Yes.
Yes,
Can
sir.
you please
Mute.
write it down? Shanvi, can you please write it down in the chat if some audio problem is there? Will that be okay? If any problem. Yes, guys, tell me. Questions regarding crosshead. What else is remaining? What do you think? You want something more? Is it understood then? Can I move forward with next topic?
Sir, I put it in the chat.
Yeah, all right.
So with the help of
Balancing the con rod. Balancing. That means while removing it.
yes, sir, वो जो हम लोग दो टॉप का निकाल देते ना तो फिर पूछ रहे कि बैलेंस कैसे होगा.
This is balanced because I have mounted 2 chain blocks over there, right? On
Yes, sir.
both the edges here.
उसको टाइटन रखेंगे.
Yeah, that chain block will be tightened, so your crosshead this bottom half or your con rod will not be shifting left or right. Okay. Is it understood now, Vishanvi? Okay. So these two uh, chain blocks has to be mounted. Okay. And with that, it will be done. Okay. Okay. Good. So I will show you the photographs also one more time. Okay. What we have done. Okay. I have few photographs. So one by one we'll see. So these are all the hydraulic jacks and tools which will be required for doing the things. Okay. Now you can see here my crosshead pin is in lifted state. Okay. This is the bottom bearing. Okay. What we have to remove. By removing the 4 screws, we can remove it and put 2 eye bolts on the bearing itself to lift it up. You can see here we have mounted 2 eye bolts, right? D shackle and all. Are you getting it? Okay.
Yes.
After removing the bolts, can you see I have removed the bolts on the bearing which is holding it in the bearing housing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then you have to mount these eye bolts. Okay. And you can lift by chain block and you can lift out of your engine. Okay. This is the new bearings. Okay. And this is the rogo tester, right?
सर वो उसमें जो न्यू बेयरिंग दिखाई उसमें जो मिडिल में था वही गटर था ना, ये जो है
This is gutter. Okay. This is the hole
दिस
from
होल.
where the oil is going to the bottom and bearing also, right?
यस सर.
So this is the groove from where it is going. Okay.
ऑयल
This
वेजेस
is
भी
a
यही है ना सर, ये चीज
This is circumferential groove. This is axial groove and
एक्चुअल.
gutters. These are known as gutters. And can you see little bit of slant motion is there? This is the wedge, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you figure
ओके
it out?
ओके सर.
Little bit it is
हाँ.
in wedge, right?
ओके ओके ओके
That
ओके.
is wedge. And this is what? Rogo tester. Okay.
रोबो
This is my
टेस्टर.
crosshead pin. He is trying to checking the roughness of my crosshead pin with
रफनेस.
the rogo tester. Okay. And this is the top bearing half. Okay. Lifted up. And this is the 2 chain blocks on the sides, which is taking the weight of my crosshead shoe and my crosshead pin. This is a man technician. He is what he is doing right now. It with a fine emery paper, he is clearing out all the scratches. Okay, as much as possible. After that, again he will test with rogo tester if it is coming within the limit or not. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
ओके सर.
Sir, I have one question.
Bolo.
So what would be the possible reason for wearing out of a white metal bearing?
That is normally your
Lubrication system.
देखो, that is your if you run engine mostly in your slow speeds. Okay, so at slow speeds your sliding speed is very less.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
फ्रिक्शन
so
सर, फ्रिक्शन
if
से
you're
हो.
running for too long at dead slow ahead, okay, so your wear out of your crosshead bearing will be extensive as hydrodynamic lubrication, proper hydrodynamic lubrication is very difficult over there. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that is one thing. Second, if your lube oil is contaminated, a
Yes, sir.
contaminated lube oil will damage your bearings
Sure, sir.
because
Yes, sir.
bearing has embeddability property, obviously, but if to how much extent, if your lube oil is very dirty, then how much embeddability it will carry out? After a time, it is going to be wearing out, right? So wiping out hona shuru ho jata hai, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So mostly it is because slow steaming. Okay, because of the sliding, because sliding will not be there at slow steaming. Okay, so your speed of what do you say? Uh,
Rubbing
of your
speed.
of your rubbing speed or,
रबिंग
or
स्पीड.
or your speed of your engine is less, then the sliding speed reduces and hence your lubrication, hydrodynamic lubrication slightly reduces or fails, and at that time there will be metal to metal contact, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And your bearing is a softer material as per your pin, and bearing will wear out.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is why prolonged long running in slow speed engine is prevented. Okay, it is not allowed it. Okay, so this is the arrangement by which you're taking the weight, okay, of your uh,
Connecting rod.
con rod. Okay, you can see a chain block is mounted over here, and same way on the other side also. Okay, so recently this question was asked actually in class 2. Okay, about bearing survey. How will you carry out? So he wanted to know about how you overhaul it and what you're going to check. So what all checks I have told you? You have to check the bearing. So you have to check the projected area, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
How much your nickel dam is visible? I have written it somewhere, I guess. Huh?
तो रब कर दिया आपने आज.
Okay, no problem. So that is one thing. कल तो लिखवाया था ना, ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Second is roughness of your crosshead pin, isn't it?
रोगो टेस्टर से
Yeah, रोगो टेस्टर से रफनेस आपको चेक करना. You have to check the wear ridge, sorry, oil wedge. Okay,
यस सर
oil wedge should not be 50% less, right?
यस
So
सर
all these things has to be checked while you are doing your survey. Okay, you have to ये लिखा हुआ है, right? Replacement criteria.
ऑलवेज यस सर
Okay, clearances has to be taken. Okay, oil wedges has to be checked. You have to check how much area has been wiped away from your pin. You have to check the roughness of the pin, right? So these all comes under survey of your crosshead. Is it clear? So whenever a crosshead survey is being asked to you, you have to tell first of all the procedure, okay, and then how to overall what I have just discussed, and after that you have to discuss about what all checks you are going to do. So first of all, before overhauling, bearing clearance देखना है, ठीक है? After overhauling, you have to check the bearing conditions, ठीक है? Okay, so there should not be bearing defects, what we will discuss in bearing class, bearing defects and all. Okay, so wiping out nahi hona chahiye. Okay, and this overlayer should not be wiped off. Okay, and projected area of this overlayer. Okay, then oil wedge distance has to be checked, then your roughness has to be checked. After boxing back, again you have to check the bearing clearance. Is it clear? Tell me, guys. So from my side, I have done the your crosshead part. Okay. If
Yes, sir.
anything, any question, if you want to ask me, or if you're still not getting it, please ask me right now. Okay. कुछ नहीं अभी भी समझ आ रहा है तो about crosshead. So tomorrow, can I move to next topic then?
Yes,
If
sir.
everything is okay.
यस सर
Yeah. Okay. So tomorrow I will start with your
आरएसी
refrigeration air compressors. ठीक है. I hope समझ आ गया होगा crosshead. Okay. I've taken it very extensively.
Yes, sir.
Okay. चलो.
RRC के बाद बेयरिंग करेंगे ना हम लोग.
Yes, RAC after RAC bearings.